I mean, if you beat him after that, it don't count. You understand me? So it's not that. I'm not saying Floyd's not a great fighter, but I can't put him ahead of guys who have crossed that line like that. When I put you in with an equal opposition, Floyd would beat Sugar. No, baby, Floyd is not as near as mean as Sugar was.
You don't think he would have beat him?
How? How you gonna keep him off? Sugar is a dog. People don't, just cause his name Sugar don't mean nothing.
It's been orchestrated. I don't know. But I do know not just anybody should be allowed to be in the ring with Floyd Money Mayweather.
Absolutely.
Roy Jones Jr. delivered strong criticism of Floyd Mayweather, leaving Stephen A. Smith visibly surprised by his remarks. Jones argued that although Mayweather's undefeated record is remarkable, many of his biggest victories came against famous opponents who were no longer at the peak of their careers. According to Jones, Mayweather rarely stepped into the ring against opponents who posed the greatest physical threat or carried exceptional punching power. In his opinion, Floyd's career was built more around making calculated decisions and minimizing risk than proving himself against the most dangerous challenges available.
Mayweather, right?
I don't know what's going on with him. Sugar Ray Leonard said himself he thought he would beat him. The reason I tell people I thought Sugar would beat him is because when you mention great fighters, right? 90% of your great fighters are black, the ones from the past. Now, with the Eastern Bloc coming on like they are, there's going to be some great ones coming on now. Even with Lil Tony, as you see, these guys are going to be great. They're going to start eclipsing and be coming up there too. But right now, if you had to name 5 of the best fighters of all time, 4 of them going to be black. You understand me? Who did he beat that was black in his prime, that was in their prime, that was on his level? Nobody. Sugar Ray Leonard beat Marvin Hagler, Tommy Hearns twice, Roberto Duran, who would be one of the other people on that pound list. He beat guys that were Floyd Mayweather Sr. He beat guys that were at their prime, no matter what color they were. He beat all of them at their prime. Him and Tommy fought when they both had O's. Not when Tommy got beat by Arian Barkley. That's too late to beat Tommy. If you beat him after that, it don't count. You understand me? So it's not that. I'm not saying Floyd's not a great fighter, but I can't put him ahead of guys who have crossed that line like that. When I put you in with an equal opposition, now I can judge and say, hey, you did that. You go on that line. But Terrence Crawford was there all these years. He never fought him. He fought Canelo, who was way younger than Crawford. Well, 3 years younger than Crawford. But Crawford was there too, but you never called Crawford's name.
Is there like some sort of tensions and beef between you? Or?
He got mad because I said that on All the Smoke, and then he started put up some video of him watching some of the fights I had in my later career where I got knocked out. He said, look at the highlights. Yeah, they make the highlights, but those highlights are probably more exciting than your highlights. Still, you feel me? But when you play with me, I'm not ducking and dodging nothing. Still, my name's still Roy Jones Jr. I don't care. I get in shape right now for anybody. Running ain't my game. I never duck and dodge. I'm not that guy.
Do you think he'll fight you?
I don't know if he will. I'm welcome. I'm wide open for it. So let's go.
And on that note, always a pleasure, my man. Thank you.
While Stephen A. Smith acknowledged the criticism surrounding Floyd Mayweather, he also highlighted what he considers one of the defining performances of Mayweather's career. His victory over a young Canelo Alvarez, Smith pointed out that Mayweather entered the bout while dealing with a hand injury, a situation that would have discouraged many fighters from competing. Even with that setback, he delivered a commanding performance and controlled the fight from start to finish. According to Smith, the performance showcased Mayweather's exceptional boxing skills, composure under pressure, and elite ring IQ. He argued that very few boxers could outclass a talented fighter like Canelo, especially under those circumstances. For Smith, that victory stands as clear evidence of Mayweather's greatness. Despite fighting through an injury, Floyd never allowed it to affect his approach, and once again demonstrated why he is widely regarded as one of the greatest boxers in the history of the sport.
Floyd Mayweather looks me in my face, and he says, I'm gonna take him out about the 8th or 9th round. And I said, your hand's always broken. You ain't known for your punching power since you moved up from lightweight to welterweight. Why are you so sure you're gonna do this? He said, Stephen A., he's a UFC fighter. He said, and he's a striker. He's accustomed to coming at you and throwing punches. What he's not accustomed to doing is punching while he's throwing backwards, while he's moving backwards and pushing you off of him. He says, I'm gonna walk right into him and stay in his chest. He's gonna have to push me off in order to throw his punches. He said he's gonna be circling the ring. He said by around 4 or 5, he's not gonna have any legs. He's gonna be done. And he said, and I'll just toy with him and keep him around until around the 8th or the 9th round. And that is exactly what Floyd Money Mayweather did.
Boxers, if not the greatest boxer in history. He's absolutely sensational. but he retired years ago. And for me personally, I know these exhibition matches are entertaining. I like the one with Conor McGregor, not so much the one with Logan Paul. Looking at these exhibitions and all of that stuff, that little melee and stuff don't matter to me. As far as I'm concerned, it could have potentially been orchestrated. I don't know. But I do know not just anybody should be allowed to be in the ring with Floyd Money Mayweather.
Absolutely.
I just believe.
Roy Jones Jr. went beyond simply questioning Floyd Mayweather's legacy. He challenged the very foundation of it. In Jones' opinion, Mayweather's undefeated 50-0 record reflects careful career management as much as exceptional talent. According to Roy, Mayweather preserved his perfect record by avoiding some of the most dangerous opponents during their peak years, choosing favorable matchups and timing instead of consistently taking the biggest risks available. From his perspective, an undefeated record alone is not the ultimate measure of greatness. Jones argued that true greatness comes from accepting the toughest challenges, facing adversity head-on, and continuing to succeed despite the danger. He also suggested that dedicated boxing fans who closely follow the sport can recognize what he believes are weaknesses in the public image surrounding Mayweather's career. For Roy, his criticism is not driven by personal dislike, but by his own view of what defines an all-time great fighter. He believes the discussion should focus on how a champion was tested, not just a final record they achieved.
Even at this age, who's better? Let's do it. We don't got to do subliminals. Roy Jones, 56 years of age, right? If you don't know, Roy Jones, who's 66 wins, 10 losses, no draw, 47 wins by way of knockout. He was knocked out 5 times in his career. Stands at 5'11" with a 74-inch arm reach. Roy Jones was asked a few times, particularly he did an interview with another Hall of Famer, an Olympic gold medalist, 2-division world champion retired, Andre S.O.G. Ward. And Roy Jones was asked about, what his thoughts is of Floyd Mayweather. He's always been very outspoken when it comes to Floyd Mayweather. He's never kept it a secret. He don't value Floyd Mayweather because Floyd Mayweather made a statement about Roy Jones' icon, right? A guy he looked up to, the GOAT, that many people believe, Muhammad Ali. When Floyd Mayweather made the comments that Muhammad Ali is not better than him, that he's better than Muhammad Ali, Roy Jones didn't take that too light. Roy Jones was not happy with that. He said, how you gonna say you better than the GOAT? How you gonna say you better than somebody that paved the way for us all? How you gonna say, that you could beat Muhammad Ali? You a small guy. You understand what I'm saying? And rightfully so, I get it. But Roy Jones, gotta understand, everybody's mindset ain't his mindset, right? Everybody don't have the same mindset. Everybody not looking at it the same way, right? Floyd Mayweather always says this. It is no disrespect to no other fighter, but I ain't getting the sport of boxing to say no fighter is better than me. And he ain't supposed to, right? You get in this, you have idols, you have icons, you have people that pave the way that you look up to, but you get in it to be better than them, right? It's just like being a parent, right? You want your kids to be better than you, not equal to you, not on the same level, but you want them to be better than you. And that's how Floyd Mayweather look at it. Yeah, Muhammad Ali paved the way. Yes, he's great, but guess what? I ain't getting in this sport for to say somebody's better than me. Now, where Floyd Mayweather went a little sideways to the people when Muhammad Ali's kids and family got involved, his daughter Layla Ali, they wasn't happy. And then Floyd said, well, listen.
As Roy Jones Jr. continued sharing his views, many boxing fans began paying close attention to his perspective. Supporters of his comments argue that his opinions come from years of competing at the highest level of the sport rather than from personal resentment. During his prime, Jones established himself as one of boxing's most gifted athletes, earning a reputation for his speed, power, creativity, and ability to dominate elite competition. Throughout his career, he faced challenging opponents and produced performances that many fans still consider among the best in boxing history. Because of that experience, many believe his opinions carry significant credibility. Whether people agree with his assessment of Floyd Mayweather or not, Jones speaks from the viewpoint of someone who has spent years competing against the sport's toughest competition and understands what it takes to succeed at the highest level.
Roy Jones Jr. is telling the truth about Floyd Mayweather Jr. Finally, as the two of these incredible fighters have been going back and forth in the media, trading barbs, trading insults. But as people listen and look, one thing that stands out to me is that you guys must have really forgotten how great a fighter Roy Jones Jr. was at his peak. When you look at Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s whole career, you see a perfect career, incredible fights, no losses. But what you won't see is any time in his career where he was as good and as dominant at his peak as Roy Jones Jr. was. Roy Jones Jr. was one of the best fighters, pound for pound, #1 fighter in the sport of boxing for over a decade, and he deserves respect for that. Now, specifically about what Floyd Mayweather Jr. had to say and the insult that he had about Muhammad Ali, that's what is at the root of Roy Jones Jr.'s problem with Floyd Mayweather Jr. Because Floyd Mayweather Jr., despite how great he is absolutely positively an egomaniac, seemingly incapable of giving other people their credit. If you can't give credit to Muhammad Ali as being one of the top 5 fighters of your lifetime, Floyd, stop it. You know full well that he is a better fighter than Roberto Duran and that you are just being petty and insulting about the man. And I applaud Roy Jones Jr. for checking Floyd Mayweather on that. And he isn't the first person to check Floyd about that. Mike Tyson said the same thing. Floyd is just an incredibly gifted person in the ring, but outside the ring, I think it's kind of hard to find anybody that's a bigger jackass than Floyd Mayweather Jr.
Claressa Shields, an Olympic gold medalist and one of the most accomplished fighters in boxing today, has also weighed in on the ongoing debate involving Floyd Mayweather and Roy Jones Jr. through comments made on social media. She made it clear that she believes the discussion can only truly be settled inside the ring. While Shields acknowledged Mayweather's remarkable talent and achievements, she questioned how much those accomplishments should count without another significant challenge. In her view, a matchup involving a fighter with Roy Jones Jr.'s accomplishments across multiple weight divisions will provide another opportunity to evaluate Mayweather's place among boxing's all-time greats. According to Shields, greatness should ultimately be measured by what happens in the ring rather than by reputation alone, emphasizing that meaningful competition speaks louder than public debate.
The back and forth with Floyd Mayweather and Roy Jones Jr. I don't like the debate. You know, to me, they're legendary, they're Hall of Famers. Well, I don't understand this beef. I mean, what do you think about it overall?
Beef is beef, man. Smoke is smoke. People don't like each other, man. I don't know why everybody act like they're so shocked. There's people who I don't like. Hell, beef is beef, man. And everybody got their egos and. You know, Floyd posted that story where he showed Roy Jones getting knocked out, and then Roy said what he said, and it was like, now it's beef. So, hey, best way to handle beef is to fight.
That's what Tarver said. Just let him fight. Let him fight.
Just let him fucking fight.
We see another exhibition on that.
That's how I feel about all my beef. Just let us fight, goddamn. I want to fight somebody.
So if I had to bet the house, who would I bet on? Mayweather or Roy Jones Jr. if that fight actually did happen?
I have seen Mayweather train, and I was in Dubai with him on one of the exhibition fights. And I tell you that Mayweather can come back and fight professional against some of the best men in the world right now. So
the possibility of a matchup between Floyd Mayweather and Roy Jones Jr. has sparked widespread discussion throughout the boxing community. The debate extends far beyond casual fans, with respected analysts, former champions, and sports commentators all offering their perspectives. The conversation is no longer focused solely on who would be faster or stronger. Instead, it has evolved into a debate about legacy, accomplishments, and what truly defines greatness in the sport of boxing. Supporters of Mayweather point to his undefeated record, exceptional ring IQ, defensive mastery, and consistent success against elite competition. Meanwhile, those backing Roy Jones Jr. argue that his extraordinary athletic ability, willingness to move through multiple weight classes, and readiness to take on difficult challenges make his career equally compelling. AS opinions continue to differ. Nearly everyone seems to have their own prediction and favorite. With every new discussion, interview, or social media post, the debate only continues to grow stronger.
Yeah, I heard all about it. I saw Roy Jones call out Floyd Mayweather after Floyd Mayweather's subliminal disses. I saw it. And you guys are hitting me up repeatedly. Showbiz, who do you have if Roy Jones and Floyd Mayweather were to fight? And, you know, I must say, Roy Jones is my favorite fighter ever. He's my favorite fighter ever. You guys know I was a huge fanboy and all those things. I've said it repeatedly. But if they were to fight, I'll be rooting on Floyd Mayweather, man. I can't. Listen, regardless of how many times I've criticized Floyd and his career or whatever, Tim T has always shown me love, man. Floyd Mayweather showed me love. His son, his family. Look, Tim T has always shown love, bro. They have kept it a bean. I just never really been able to connect with Roy like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen him a few times. But I'm going with Floyd on this one, man.
Floyd Mayweather has dealt with criticism and trash talk throughout his career, but this exchange appeared to draw a stronger response from Roy Jones Jr. Rather than ignoring the remarks, Roy answered directly and made his position unmistakably clear. According to Jones, he has no interest in an exhibition bout or a publicity-driven event. Instead, he wants a legitimate boxing match contested under standard professional rules, without special conditions or compromises. From Roy's perspective, the challenge is not about money or media attention. He believes it is about legacy and proving who belongs among boxing's greatest champions. His message called on Mayweather to set aside the spectacle and meet him in a genuine contest where both fighters would have everything to gain and everything to lose.
Floyd Mayweather savagely trolls Roy Jones Jr. after recent comments Roy Jones made about Floyd Mayweather couldn't possibly be the best and couldn't possibly beat Sugar Ray Leonard, and he had no respect for Floyd Mayweather since Floyd Mayweather stated that he was better than Muhammad Ali. And Floyd Mayweather savagely trolling Roy Jones Jr. as he's sitting on his couch watching Roy Jones get knocked out by Antonio Tarver in the second fight. And then in the second clip, he's sitting on his couch, very, very dialed in, and watching Roy Jones get brutally knocked out by Glenn Johnson, as you see right here. And Floyd Mayweather sitting on his couch, looking at his big screen, watching Roy Jones get stretched by Glenn Johnson and stretched by Antonio Tarver in the second fight. This is the ultimate troll and savage move by Floyd Mayweather. They're both legends. Roy Jones was a legend. Floyd Mayweather is a legend. But we know Floyd Mayweather retired 50 wins, no loss, no draw, 27 wins by way of knockout. Roy Jones did the unthinkable, jumping from light heavyweight to heavyweight to beat John Ruiz. But when he came back down, he wasn't the same fighter. What y'all think about this? Let me know. It's your boy Blue. Peace.
Roy Jones Jr. also expanded his criticism by comparing Floyd Mayweather to some of boxing's greatest fighters from earlier generations. In Roy's view, Mayweather would have faced a much tougher challenge against a champion like Sugar Ray Leonard. Jones described Leonard as a fearless competitor who never backed away from difficult fights, praising his toughness, exceptional talent, and willingness to embrace pressure inside the ring. While Roy acknowledged Mayweather's brilliance as a technical boxer, he argued that Floyd did not possess the same relentless fighting mentality that, in his opinion, defined champions like Leonard. Roy also suggested that many fans overlook what it took to dominate during Sugar Ray Leonard's era, when elite fighters regularly faced one another at the highest level. According to Jones, although Mayweather's undefeated record is an extraordinary accomplishment, he believes it cannot be viewed in exactly the same way as the achievements of legends such as Leonard because of the different paths that careers followed.
People don't give him enough credit. People always say, well, Floyd would beat Sugar. No, baby, Floyd is not as near as mean as Sugar was.
You don't think he would have beat him?
How? How you gonna keep him off of him? Right. Sugar is a dog. People don't, just cause his name Sugar don't mean nothing. Yeah. Sugar is a dog. People don't give him enough credit for that. You gotta think, this in between round 13 and 14, I think. Angelo Dundee said, you're blowing it, son. Sugar Ray Leonard got went there and put these things on Tommy Hearns, who knocked Roberto Duran cold with one shot. Your timing hits you just like G-Man. You've been hit. So for Sugar to go out there and do that, man, they don't give Sugar enough credit. You understand me?
He's a great finisher too.
They don't give Sugar enough credit.
He gets you hurt,
They don't give Sugar enough credit. So for me, I like Floyd, and Floyd is cool, but it's like, Floyd Daddy didn't really fight that close to Sugar. Sugar kind of did what he wanted to do with Floyd Daddy, and it's like, it's gonna be hard for me to see how they're gonna take it and beat Sugar. I mean, they'd have to do something different, that's for sure. Now, if he did something different, he probably have a chance, but just the way he been doing with normal people, that's not gonna work. What I saw in his prime, that's not gonna work with Sugar. Sugar got a third element right there.
He said third element.
He does. He got a third element right there. And we know that. We think Floyd got one, but we don't know. We ain't never seen a challenge. We know Sugar got one.
you think that fight would have went though?
Who? Floyd and Sugar?
Y'all two.
Who? Me and Sugar?
Yeah.
I think I would have beat him if I would have fought him, but I probably they probably could have never made me fight him because I feel like I learned so much from him too, and like I think I took what I thought he couldn't do well, and I added that to my game. So if Sugar didn't help me get to be better than him, then it didn't do me no good to have him as a guy that I looked up to. You feel me?
Throughout his career, Floyd Mayweather has built a public image that extends well beyond boxing. He has frequently showcased his wealth, celebrated his undefeated record, and openly placed himself among the greatest fighters in history. At times, he has even suggested that his accomplishments surpass those of Muhammad Ali, a statement that has sparked debate among many fans and boxing figures. According to the discussion, when Mayweather directed comments toward Roy Jones Jr., Roy viewed them as more than ordinary trash talk. He interpreted them as a challenge to his legacy and everything he achieved throughout his career. From Roy's perspective, the issue goes beyond defending himself. It is about defending the values and competitive spirit of boxing. Jones has argued that Mayweather's reputation has been shaped as much by promotion and branding as by his accomplishments inside the ring. In Roy's view, the best way to answer that image is through competition rather than words. Roy also maintained that Mayweather's career was driven primarily by smart business decisions. While acknowledging that Floyd defeated many high-profile opponents, Jones questioned the timing of those matchups. He argued that several of those fights took place after opponents had moved beyond their peak years or were coming off setbacks, allowing Mayweather to face recognizable names while reducing the overall risk. Because of that, Roy believes discussions about Mayweather's undefeated record should also consider the circumstances surrounding those victories. In his opinion, evaluating a fighter's legacy requires looking not only at who they defeated, but also when those fights took place.
Not because he did a great job, but he did it for himself and it worked for him. But everybody now wants the Mayweather concept because Mayweather made so much money, staying undefeated, waiting till the right time to fight Pacquiao, finding the right people to fight at the right time. He monopolized the business. But the problem was it only made him money and the people he was fighting. It didn't make money for the whole sport. So what he did himself a great job, but it hurt the sport because not everybody wants to fight, stay undefeated. You understand me? Me, it's like when two guys get here, they gotta meet. No, wait. They was here 5 years ago. They should have met. You understand me? Because now we probably could have got 3 good fights out of it. You understand me? But because we waited too long, the problem what people don't understand is tomorrow's not promised to nobody. Guess what?
That's all for today's video. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy the content, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest boxing updates. We'll see you in the next video.